Welcome to the Manifesting Formula. I'm Christine Rizzo. In last week's episode, I gave you the first step out of 5 to getting what you want. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about the second step to getting what you want. So keep listening, my friends, to find out what the second step is when it comes to the 5 steps to getting exactly what you want in life. Make sure you have your journals with you. You will want to take lots of notes. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you all doing this week? Have you all been paying attention to your thoughts and realizing that you have the power to either keep thinking them or to let them go? Has anyone had any amazing manifesting stories? Come on, I know some of you have. I want to hear them. You better join the Facebook group so you can tell me. I want to hear all about your stories. I want you to take notice that you are always attracting all the positive that comes into your life and all the negative. That is exactly why I want you to start taking notice of your thoughts so you can then direct them to what you want. We also need to learn to take accountability for when the negative shows up in our life as well. When we become aware, we are able to notice that we are attracting things into our life that we don't actually want. We can then start to focus on more positive things and start changing our thoughts out, which is learning to become the watcher of your thoughts. Noticing your thoughts and deciding that you don't want to feel the way you are feeling from the thoughts that you are choosing to think, and then switching them out to thoughts that better serve you. When we switch out our thoughts and we start to understand the power that we have, we will be able to stay on a high frequency. And when we stay on a high frequency, that, my friends, is when all of the things that you are wanting to manifest into your life start coming in. You have to stay on a high frequency for your manifestations to appear. Okay, so start becoming the watcher by becoming aware. A few weeks ago, I received a message on one of my social media platforms asking for help from Raymond Morales, who lives in New Jersey. And here is what he wrote. I am seeking ways to manifest. I've been meditating or practicing. However, it is time for a change. A couple of years ago, I shared my energy with someone and it was taken from me. I've been focusing on getting back to the level that makes me happy. Thank you, Raymond, for writing in. I appreciate you taking the time. I want to start off by telling everyone that if you haven't started listening from episode 1, it's really important that you do. There's way too much information in each episode, and I start from the way beginning on how to start attracting, which will help you, Raymond, with stating that you are seeking ways to manifest. You are manifesting all of the time. It doesn't stop. We are even manifesting while we sleep. It's learning how to focus your thoughts on what you are wanting to attract. And you will find out all of those answers when you go back to episode 1 and listen to them all in order. Okay, now I wanted to address that no one can take your energy away from you. Your energy comes from your thoughts, and that is where your power lies. Your energy can definitely be affected by someone else's energy if you let it. Exactly how mine was affected in episode 23, your energy and how it affects you and those around you. Though I want you to understand that I let my energy get affected by my thoughts with how my friend Charlotte was complaining for the 3 days that we were together. I let her words and her energy affect me from my thoughts that I was choosing to think. All of our energy gets affected from the thoughts that we are choosing to think, which then gives us an emotion, which is what affects your energy. All of your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings create how you react or what you do, which then gives you your outcome. This, my friends, is the tool to a happy life, to creating what you want. This is the life formula that has been around for centuries, or what I call the manifesting formula. Thank you again, Raymond, for writing in. I hope my explanation has helped. Okay, it's time to come from a place of gratitude so we can feel the love and raise our vibes. So tell me, my friends, what are you thankful for today? Feel the gratitude of love flow through you. Today, I'm grateful for my friend, Kristen, who happens to actually be my client as well. That's how we met almost 2 years ago. She hired me as her life coach, and we connected with one another from the beginning. We knew from the moment that we met we were going to become friends. So, my beautiful friend Kristen, who is filled with so much love, I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for spending the morning here at my house, taking hundreds of photos for me and Frank, for sweating your ass off in the heat, and for just being the beautiful soul that you are. I am truly grateful for you in so many ways. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to give a big shout out to everyone listening from the Dominican Republic and to everyone listening from the state of Michigan. Hello to you all. Thank you for listening to the Manifesting Formula and for telling all of your friends and family about this podcast. So, last week we talked about the first step to getting what you want, which was witnessing your resistance. This week, we're getting into step 2, which is reaching for positive thoughts, realizing that your thoughts aren't serving you and deciding to change them. It's about climbing to a higher thought by reaching for more positive thoughts, looking for the positive instead of going straight for the negative, and asking yourself, how can I change this to a positive? At any moment, we can start to shift our thoughts if we choose to. I usually don't have a problem going from being upset to letting go and being able to change my thoughts about what I was upset over. There are times when my ego gets in the way, when I feel very strongly about something, and I have a harder time making that shift. I can't just go from being angry to feeling positive. This is so normal. We're human. So, I want to tell you that it's okay and that you can reach for a thought that may not necessarily be perceived as a positive thought, but it's a hell of a lot better than the thought that you were just sitting in. Let me give you an example. One day, I was having a conversation with one of my friends who was having her home built. Not sure if any of you have ever had a home built, but there's usually always things that don't go the way you wanted them to. Things like the builder, the contractor, the electrician, you name it, there's always something. There's always problems. So she was bitching and complaining how they aren't on schedule, that they're way over budget, and how nothing was working out right. It has been actually a clusterfuck since the very beginning. I was listening to her complain, and then I said to her, Ansley, with all of the thoughts that you're having right now, you're just going to keep attracting more of what you aren't wanting. Do you think that we can try on a few different thoughts? Can we get out of what you're feeling right now? How about it's all going to work out? It's not on my timing and it's all going to be okay. I was trying to take her from feeling powerless to feeling good, to feeling empowered. So she looked at me like, really? And she said, no, I can't go there right now. Not with everything that's going on. That's just not where I want to go. And then she said, I just need to feel angry. I just need to sit in this feeling for a while. Okay. We have been friends for a long time, and she knows my lingo when it comes to our conversations. She has definitely picked up on how I speak as to why she said she wanted to sit in the feeling for a while. I was really proud of her for saying that because she shifted her energy from feeling powerless to anger, which is 5 vibrational shifts above. I want you to all see this. She was in the vibration of feeling powerlessness when she was complaining and bitching that nothing was working out. She was giving her power away to what was out of her control. She couldn't switch her thoughts to what I was suggesting, but she was able to switch to the feeling of anger. She shifted to a different thought that put her in the emotion of anger. She was healing and moving up the vibrational ladder. She was releasing her resistance because she was saying that she doesn't want to be in the emotion of feeling powerless anymore, to I'm willing to be angry. So I want you to get your journals out because I'm going to give you a chart of emotions, which comes from Abraham. I'm going to start from the way bottom, the lowest vibration that you can feel, and work my way up the ladder to the highest emotions that you can feel. So pay close attention to these vibrations because when you're feeling these emotions, you are attracting more circumstances, people, and events to you on the same vibrational level, which is why it's important to try to reach for higher thoughts, for more positive thoughts, to get you to a higher vibrational level. Okay, are you ready? So, from the bottom, these are the heavy emotions, and they can be very difficult to lift yourself out of without help from someone. Here we go. Number 22, fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. Those emotions are all on the same vibrational level of 22. Number 21, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. 20, jealousy. 19, hate, rage. 18, revenge. 17, anger. 16, discouragement. 15, blame. 14, worry. We are now moving to the temporary emotions that you can easily move up to a higher vibration, or you can easily move down to a lower vibration. These are temporary emotions, and you can only move up and down the ladder from these emotions. 13, doubt. 12, disappointment. 11, overwhelm. 10, frustration, irritation, impatience. All of those are on the same frequency of 10. Number 9, pessimism. And number 8, boredom. Now, moving on to the high feeling vibrational emotions, these positive feelings, which you need to help you to create the life that you want, these are the feelings that you want to feel every day. The higher, the better. Are you ready? Number 7, contentment and satisfaction. 6, hopefulness. 5, optimism. 4, positive expectation or belief. Number 3, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness. Number 2, passion, which is huge for when it comes to creating. Passion, you want to be passionate when you're creating, right? Well, you are actually passionate when you create. And number 1, love, appreciation, empowered freedom, and joy. I want you to keep this list close by. So when you are in a low vibration from your thoughts, you can then realize how far down you are. And if you continue to sit in those thoughts, you're going to create that in your life. So we already know that you can't go from having rage over something to feeling hopeful as fast as we may want to. It's just not realistic. Your inner voice would be laughing at you saying, "Are you for real? Girl, you were just out of your fucking mind in complete rage, looking like that girl from that horror movie that spins her head in a 360. There's no way that you can jump up the ladder to anything more than a transitional emotion, which are numbers 8 through 13. Hell no." So we want to move up in the scale of emotions in a way that is believable for you, where you can start to feel like, I can believe that. Yes, that feels better. That is where you want to be. Because if you can't believe in your thought, then it won't work. You have to believe your thought for it to work. I talked a lot about this in episode 29. How do you manifest something you don't believe you can have? Where you learn to choose different thoughts. But right now, what I'm talking about is grabbing a thought to bring you to a higher thought so you can get out of the low vibrational level. We don't want to stay stuck in our low emotions for long. We want to come out as quickly as possible so we don't start attracting more negative thoughts to us, which then will attract negative circumstances, people, and events. It's about being aware of your emotions, paying attention to your feelings, and then realizing that it's your thoughts that are creating your emotions and then choosing to change them. You want to disengage with the negative thoughts by being aware that you are creating them yourself. This, my friends, is where the true power comes from. And I know I repeat this a lot, but this is so true. Our power comes from our thoughts and knowing that you are in control of everything that you think and how you choose to feel. You have the power to have everything that you want. So your assignment today is being aware of your emotions and reaching for higher thoughts. I want you to stay on a high vibration as much as possible today and really every day. So you have to promise me that you're going to work at changing your thoughts. And I'm going to give you a little tip that is going to help you, I promise. When you are in a situation that may not be working for you, like say you and your significant other are arguing and nothing seems to be going right for you that day, or maybe it's like you're at work and the internet isn't working, or you're on video conferences and they keep getting dropped. You can start saying things like, wouldn't it be nice if it did start working? Wouldn't it be nice if things did work out? Saying this sentence more as a statement than a question. So it will make you feel better. It will help to bring you up to a higher vibration. Wouldn't it be nice if something better began to happen? When you start speaking that into existence, wouldn't it be nice if I started feeling a little bit better? Not only will you feel better, but you will start creating exactly what you are thinking. It's a simple way to distract your mind and to bring your thoughts to a higher level. Get those journals back out. I want to give you a few affirmations to add to your list. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, I have faith that the universe is working for me even when I don't feel it. Number 2, I am taking a step back and relying on the universe to guide me. Number 3, I trust that the universe is always guiding me. Thank you all for listening to the Manifesting Formula. If you have any questions about today's episode, you can contact me in the show notes. Thank you for spreading the word to your friends and family and for all the reviews that have been left on Apple Podcasts. And since we are talking about reviews, I wanted to read one before we go. This review is from Jenny Pump 143, and here's what she wrote. What an amazing find this podcast is. It's uplifting and encouraging. Breaks down the manifesting process into easy to follow steps without oversimplifying. Each episode is a little gem, 15 to 30 minutes. Easy to follow, and Christine has a melodic, engaging voice. Perfect for a quick walk and lifting your vibration to reach your goals. Carve out some self-care time to listen and absorb and perfect your manifesting skills. Thank you so much, Jenny. I so appreciate you taking the time to leave me this review. If anyone else decides to leave a 5-star review, I promise I will read it in one of my episodes. I also wanted to mention that if you are interested in private coaching sessions where we will go deeper into manifesting, you can schedule a consult with me through my website, ChristineRizzo.com. I would love to help you reach your goals where you can start attracting everything you have ever dreamed of. Also, if you are interested in becoming a certified life coach, or if you are interested in gaining the knowledge of mind management or learning to deliberately attract, the formula is what we base our program around. You can read all about my 6-month certification program on the Academy website, www.thelifecoach.academy. That's www.thelifecoach.academy. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Sending you all so much love and abundance. And if no one has told you today, I love you. See you next week. Bye. If anyone is interested in becoming a certified life coach, please contact me in the show notes. You can sign up for the 30-minute consult and I will go through with you everything that you will learn in my 6-month certified coaching program. The Life Coach Academy is not like others out there. Not only is it very personal, since we decided to keep our class sizes small on purpose, we wanted a more one-on-one experience with only 8 students per class. You are also going to get an abundance amount of value for the cost of our certification program. If being a life coach has been on your mind, something that you may want to explore, or if you're having thoughts and feelings of wanting to serve others so they can start creating the life that they want and deserve by helping them reach their goals through working with the formula, I would love to talk to you. For me, being a life coach is extremely rewarding on many levels. By watching my clients realize the power that they have within themselves and then creating everything that they've always wanted is just incredible. And my friends, life coaches today can make a lot of money. I am serious. Can I tell you that this profession is not only taking over the mental health industry and it is exploding like crazy, but this is the time to become a life coach. Because in about 3 to 5 years, everyone is going to be working with a personal life coach. Trust me, my friends, it is needed and it is happening. If you like what you're learning from this podcast, and if you have an interest in becoming a certified life coach, you are going to love the Life Coach Academy. You can head over to my website at www.christinerizzo.com to read all about what the Life Coach Academy is offering. Our classes open the first week of December, and I would love for you to join us. In our certification program, you are going to love what you are learning. Trust me, it's going to blow your mind. So sign up for your 30-minute consult. It is as simple as that. I look forward to seeing you there.